Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on...
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I know from talking with scouts, one of the biggest question marks people had about Chase Claypool coming out, what they call his long speed. Just how fast was he in the 40-yard dash? He showed that he's plenty fast enough, coupled with a 6'4" body and a physical, strong stature. He's got a chance to be a star in this league.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jabril Peppers on the cover.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd
out of the gun. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
Giants nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Connor, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Connor. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
on 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Graham Gano.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings
now
up
Connor on the toss left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Connor on the carry. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Steelers.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup, and they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Steelers 6.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
third down. He'll drop to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Steelers 6.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Gano for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard.
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
Well, they disrupted already for 3 INTs.
2nd and 8.
From the 27, Roethlisberger to the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kyler Fackrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 18-yard.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well. And
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Screen pass to Connor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's James Conner showing his versatility with a nice reception and 1st down pickup out of the backfield. 3 years into his pro career, though, he hasn't played a full season, so they want to see durability increase for him. But during his Pro Bowl year in 2018, that's when he showed everything. 55 catches that year, only 34 in 2019. They're hoping those numbers continue to climb for James Conner.
They'll run here with Conner, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Again, it'll be Conner. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Over 1st and 10
Now this, Charles, the final game of the return to football weekend 2020, but we'll be right back at it in 3 days from now. Thursday night football, Cincinnati and Cleveland. No love lost between those two. A good one in the AFC North. Thursday, 8:20 Eastern on EA Sports.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Complete to James Conner. 2 yards on the play. First down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Completion here to Claypool.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Chase Claypool. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brought down by James Bradbury. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To Eric Ebron. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 53. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Makes the score Giants 14, Steelers 9.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He personally is playing poorly, but the bottom line is his team's winning. He probably feels, oh, hey, if I can right the ship, we can really extend this lead.
Just try and get back to being the player he knows he can be and continuing to be the leader that he has to be. Doesn't matter whether he's playing real well or not. When you're winning the game, everything's good. Really, you got to treat it like it's sunshine. Hey, everything's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
38-yard line.
You always worried about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, Barkley. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
To James Conner.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Over the middle, complete. It's Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Matt Ryan, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. A.J. Green, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 30-27 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10. At their own.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and 4.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Finds his tight end Ingram. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now it's Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
again, it's Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Ben to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The throw right sideline here is complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Ball carrier.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
2.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the Steelers.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
First down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Leonard Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick
pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Touchdown, Giants.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Pittsburgh.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there, 21 yards the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Chase Claypool. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.